we were talking about the fatties on Tumblr and how they take their pictures at certain angles, you know, to hide the fact that they're fat.
Mm-hmm.
I once had this happen to me. I was driving down to Florida to buy my boat. Actually, I think I was in Jacksonville, and I posted online. I was like, "Hey, I'm going down to Jacksonville. What's fun to do in town?" And some girl replied, "Me," and I was just like, "Oh, okay." So I like start talking to this girl, and we start texting back and forth, and she appears to be very attractive. And she's...
I'm sorry, Kyle. That wasn't meant to interrupt you.
It's okay. I thought it was like a crisis lockdown mode. I was
I
just
thought you were
checking.
freaking out or something because you grabbed your head like this, and then you started typing. I'm like, is he?
Yeah, you were like, ah!
I
And
was
then
like,
there
I have stories, and I have stories that are so awesome. I've been sitting on them, waiting to tell them. Carry on.
too.
Okay, hold your horses. So her pictures are very nice. It's like that picture when you're laying at the beach and you take a picture and it's like your tits and your legs and your kind of your crotch from an angle and the beach in front of it.
I'm a big
and it's
fan.
like her face and big, huge tits. And I think I even sent you guys the pictures of these tits, and everybody was like, "Bravo, the titties!" You know, they were massive. And she had a very, very pretty face, and she was blonde, and she looked like she was like maybe 19 years old or so, and I think I was like 24 at the time or so, something like that, 25. And so I was like, yeah, I'm at this hotel, blah, blah, blah. So we'd already really established what was going to happen. You know, this wasn't like a first date. We were going to go hook up at the hotel or whatever. And I'm like texting back and forth. I'm like, yeah, okay. She's like, I'm in the parking lot. I'm like, okay, all right, good. I'm looking at my window trying to find her. And I'm like the third floor. And I'm just like, okay, what are you driving? She's like, red car. And I'm just like, all right, I see that. That's kind of a burgundy. I don't know. That's red car. I don't think somebody's in it. Yeah, they're just sitting there. Okay. Oh, are you sitting in your car right now? I was like, yeah, I'm sitting in my car. I'm like, well, come on up, third floor, like room 317. She's like, okay, I'm coming. And I like see the door open to the car, and she gets out, and I'm just like, no. I was like, are you walking now? Did you get out of your car? And then I see the girl out there pick her phone up and go, and it goes, yeah, I'm walking in now. And I'm just Mother.
Do you hear the ground shaking? I'm walking in now.
Oh, you shouldn't have given the room number until you saw her.
Right?
Should have met in the lobby.
That's what I was thinking. And like now me would literally be like, nah, fuck no. Or at least play the coward and get the fuck out of that room and split. You know, one or the other. I would do that
But
now.
what did then you did? Let's hear this.
I was just like, shit. And she just kept walking, and she's like walking right under my window, and I'm looking down from 35 feet up, and I'm just like,
About to throw yourself out.
she's real big. She's large.
But
She
she
is
like Newt Gingrich-esque in size.
kind of shape, I would say. You know, she's in the
like
same.
Jurassic Park water shaking every time she takes a step.
Not quite that big. I'm gonna say she's 200 to 220, somewhere in there, and she's short. She's like 5'4", 220 pounds, or something like that. But she's got massive boobs, and her face is still kind of cute. So then she's just in the room, and
So
I'm
you
just
hit it
like,
anyway.
no. And so we're in the room, and it's just super awkward. And I don't know. I don't have the skills at this point in my life to be like, to turn this woman down, to be like, you gotta go. It's not that I don't want her to go. It's I don't know how to get rid of her. I don't have the skills to do it. So she was just like, I want to do this, and we should do that. And she's like, get into bed. And I was just like, you can suck my dick like that would just. Let's just do that. All right, let's just do that.
Let's do that with the lights off.
Wait's not an option in this sexual activity.
Well,
You go
yeah,
ahead and
if we just did that, and then I'm getting kind of tired. I'm thinking I'm gonna lay down, just catch
You
a
have
few.
to make it seem like a natural thing.
Tonight, we'll go out. We'll go out. You ever been to Morton's? You ever been to Morton's? Because I feel like losing $300. Let's do it. Let's go. I got plenty to do
You
this.
should have been like, have you ever heard of Morton's? So I'll meet you at the Golden Corral after.
I'll meet you at Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I love Morton's. I go there all the time. Whenever there's one in the city, I like to take
Take a
dates.
nice woman there, nice date.
I
Yeah.
like to take a nice date to Morton's. It's not like
So what eventually
Not
ended
someone
up
who's going to
happening
put
with
Morton's out of business.
yeah.
Hold on.
I was-
want to know
I'm sorry. What's that, Taylor?
with the semi-fat girl. Did she just leave eventually, or what'd you do?
my dick, and I told her I had to get some sleep and that I would pick her up in a few hours and we would go to Morton's or go out to dinner, I think. The Morton's thing was a different fat girl who showed up on me, who I bailed on in a different way. But basically, I just stopped replying to her text messages, and they became more and more hostile until I was like, you know what you did? Your pictures are of you years ago, somewhat thin. I'm not attracted to people who weigh more than I do.
I don't fuck liars.
Well, I let him just only once.
I think I literally said like you misrepresented yourself, and I don't like that. If you had been, I think I even said something along the lines of, if you'd been upfront with me, then this would have all been fine, and maybe we could have gotten to know each other. But now I just don't know where to go from here. So we ended on that kind of.
Taken away by your fucking lies.
I was in Texas in a very similar scenario, and she drove one of those cubes. I don't know who makes them. Is it a Nissan Cube? Or,
I know the one though. The toasters, etc.
Yeah, Toyota, maybe. It's one of those really cube-shaped cars. So she this thing. I was actually staying in a really nice hotel, and like the guy comes and opens the door for me, and I hop in the car and I give him a couple dollars, and that distracts me for a moment because I get down in the car and there's a man there to shut it on me and look, and she's large and in charge again. I've been fooled again. And this is like a year afterwards, and with her, I literally just like texted my friend to call me, and when he called me, I was like, I just like did my side of a conversation, and I could
horrible an emergency.
Yeah, I could hear him on the other side, like laughing his ass off because he knew what was up, and I was like, what? The film's ruined, all of it. All day's work, man. Do you know how much it's gonna cost me? This is thousands. Oh, they've got lights. Well, they've got enough lights, like stadium style. Oh. Well, shit, we got to go back tonight then, right? Like right now. And it's a 2-hour drive, but let's fucking get this done. Come on, I'll be right back. And I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. Like, I wish we could have.
Yeah.
Is it time for my story yet?
All my film, all the cards are ruined. And I got to drive 2 hours back out there into the Texas wilderness, but they got lights set up for me, so we're going to get it done. What are you doing tomorrow? It was just like, in Atlanta tomorrow.
I've got your number. We'll be in touch.
And when I got back, there were actually hookers waiting on me. So it was the night.
It was a good night. It all worked out in the end.
That's a win.
But then the hooker, the thing.